This is official Star Wars merchandise. Halloween is a very exciting holiday that only happens once a year, unlike some of our more sophisticated holidays, such as Christmas, or the day Marty McFly arrives when he travels back to the future. At least according to Facebook. I like to buy Halloween costumes out of season, when they're discounted, and last week I got an email informing me that my favorite Halloween retailer was having an online Star Wars sale that piqued my interests. There are so many characters from the Star Wars universe that someone could dress up as. A Stormtrooper, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Anakin, Padme, Finn, Kylo Ren, Rey, Leia, The Mandalorian, Lando, Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, or even some of the non-human characters like C-3PO, Chewbacca, Yoda, BB-8, Salacious B. Crumb. But I thought that instead of going for a mainstream Star Wars costume, why not embrace one that's a bit less worn out by the general public? I quickly found that Spirit Halloween's most appealing offering was a Porg costume, but sadly it's only available in dog and toddler sizes. So I moved over to HalloweenCostumes.com, where I found an adult inflatable Tauntaun costume, which sounded enticing, but looked terrible, and was a very specific type of inflatable costume, which gave me flashbacks to the time I went as Ollie the Ostrich.
This is Ollie the Ostrich!
Then I got to thinking, when I watch Star Wars, I usually identify most with Luke. But is he really who I'd be if I were a part of that universe? Yeah, I don't think so. This revelation led me to the dark side of Amazon, where I found this generic Star Wars Imperial officer costume. It's kind of a cool uniform, so I said what the heck and settled on it. I actually found it pretty difficult to figure out what size to order, because there was a warning that the costumes are not sized the same as apparel and to review the men's size chart in images. But all they provided was a number in the chart without an explanation of what unit it was in or what measurement the number was for. However, I noticed that the size small was over $50 cheaper than any other size, and that is normally my size, so that's what I went with. The costume was delivered yesterday, and I filmed my unboxing experience. Here is that footage for your viewing enjoyments. Alright, so my Star Wars costume has arrived. Here is the photograph. Any costume that I've ordered has never come in something so fancy. Most excitingly, here is the jacket, which I will zip up, and also Velcro. Wow, I feel like I'm in The Empire Strikes Back. And now for the hat, which has this adjustable strap. I'm not exactly sure how this is supposed to help make it better for your head shape, because this strap isn't big enough to fit around your chin, and they certainly don't wear it around the chin in the movies, but I'm just going to put it here and get this on. It also came with this prop belt, but they don't really wear it around their waist. They wear it much higher up, I think. So a normal pair of pants looks sort of like this, you could say. But these have this very bizarre side element going on that I just don't understand. Okay, so there's obviously something off about the pants, but I think I finally figured out what their intentions were. The Imperial officers didn't exactly wear skinny jeans. In fact, some of them wore pants that could even be considered baggy, but most of them are actually quite trim with little stylized flares along the thigh area, which admittedly does visibly extend the fabric out, and whoever designed this costume must have had that in mind. However, these pants have very exaggerated and unequal proportions and not even a hint of stylized flair. It's funny, I'm at a loss for words. The worst part is that these aren't even pockets. You can't put anything in here. It's just side. I think the costume came with things to put over your shoes to look more like what an Imperial officer would wear on their feet. But what's the point? Because this costume is not worth... Oh, the belt already broke. The costume is not worth looking at below the waistline. They didn't include the bottom half in the product image. You know, it actually took more material to make these sides than it would have to, like, use regular pants. I was just thinking that last year I was the Rotten Tomato from Rotten Tomatoes for Halloween, and I had these green tights that I wore to be sort of like a stem of the tomato. And I wonder if, number one, if I still have those green, I don't even know what you call them. Oh yeah, they're right here. Here, I can see them like sticking up from my drawer. Let me put these on instead. It's a little bit too bright green, but it's better than this. Let me see what I can do. I kind of feel like Peter Pan here, but this is so much better. Well, I think that's probably going to do it for today. I would not recommend this costume, but I would recommend that you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment if you want to help my channel grow, which currently it needs to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.